Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about one particular work that is Billy Budd by Herman Melville. As we all know about Herman Melville, he was one of the greatest American writer, and Billy Budd is one of his works, actually his last work, and this particular work was left unfinished by him as he died in the year 1891. His wife tried to make sense of this work, but we have a story. This work is unfinished and it is important. So, the setting in this particular work is of Napoleonic Wars. So, the whole setting is a whole story actually is set during Napoleonic Wars, and it also refers to two historical British naval mutinies that occurred in 1797. So it's about past, all right. We are Herman Melville died in 1891. The setting is in past, so it discusses about Napoleonic Wars and the warship. Very important point. The warship in this whole work is Bellipotent. What is its name? Bellipotent. Okay, and this character, many critics and many scholars speculate that this character Billy Budd is based on a young sailor named Philip Spencer. So we should know this. And he was young and handsome sailor in some American warship called Somers. All right, so Billy Budd's character is based on this sailor Philip Spencer, and this ship is very important. Its name is Bellipotent, and its captain is Captain Weir. So, and this is a novella. It is story of a young and innocent sailor, that is our Billy Budd. So Billy is very charismatic sailor, and he is very diligent and he performs his duties well, and he endeavors to make everything well from his point of view. He tries to perform his duties, very diligently, but there is a problem that he is in contempt, or we can say he is in feud with a member of the ship, John Claggart. His position is of master at arms. So John Claggart is ship's master at arms, and Billy is always, he's in feud with him. So he redoubles his efforts to perform all his duties. And one day, now there is one incident in the novella. One day, Billy accidentally spills his soup at lunch. He was having lunch, and he spills the soup, and it runs beneath Claggart's feet. And Claggart didn't act very, he doesn't act very angrily, but he just gave a light-hearted and flirtatious remark. And he thinks, and this particular incident made Billy think that finally that his animosity is weakened, or it has relieved. This is what Billy thought, that because he spilled his soup, right? If anyone will spill soup in your leg, of course you'll have a reaction at the beginning. But Billy thinks that though John Claggart made a flirtatious remark, this made Billy think that finally our animosity is at rest. Okay? I hope the story is clear till this point. Now Billy is thinking that John is not angry with him anymore, and their animosity has finally ended. But that's not the case. John is angry with him and he doesn't like him. He holds a taste of, a negative taste towards him. He detests Billy, to be very honest, according to novella. Now comes second scene. The first scene is about the soup and all. Now second scene is about meeting in dark part of the ship. Now one day Billy was sleeping, okay, and suddenly someone came, and he just woke up Billy. And he's unidentifiable figure. We don't know who wakes Billy, okay? So he summons him, and he summons him to a dark part of the ship. Now he offers 2 guineas to Billy. He's offering how many guineas? Offering 2 guineas to Billy, and it's not for free. He's making a deal. It is not clear that what is the deal. He wants some sort of attendance or mutual dependence from Billy. Now Billy is offered 2 guineas, and it is not clear that who is this mysterious person after all. And Billy is confused, and he just refuses the offer in threatening violence. Okay, he becomes a bit violent, and he declines whatever the offer is. Now, after all this hustle bustle, we see 2 sailors come upon the scene and inquire Billy about it, that what happened, what are you doing right here? And Billy says that, oh, nothing, I just found a fellow sailor in the wrong part of the ship, and I just sent him away. Now, this is the second scene which occurs in the novella. Now see, what happens in third part of this particular novella. And this is the major part, okay? And I am just dividing these parts for the sake of convenience. Novella in itself is not divided like this. So what happens in third part? Billy, suddenly someone, we don't know who, someone informs, actually not someone, it is very clear that Claggart is the one. John Claggart informs the captain of the ship that some sort of mutiny is in work, and it can outburst anytime. And he clearly accuses Billy of organizing the uprising. Billy thought that, his animosity is ended and finally Claggart is all right with him. But no, that's not the case. Claggart totally plans all this, and he tells this to captain, and he says that some sort of organization is there and they are planning the uprising. And Billy is outraged by the accusation because clearly he's not planning anything and he's being accused of all this. So what he tries to express that, no, I am not responsible, but he stutters. You know what stutter is? वो बोल नहीं पाता है, वो एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाता है करके मैंने ये सब कुछ भी नहीं करा है और मैं इसमें इन्वॉल्व नहीं हूँ, वो वर्बली एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर पाता है. ओके, सो एंड ऑल दैट एंगर, वो जितना भी गुस्सा होता है, इट्स इनसाइड हिम. और इस सब गुस्से में व्हाट ही डज इन दिस कंप्लीट अटैक ऑफ एंगर, ओके, ही बिकम्स वेंचफुल एंड ही स्ट्राइक्स क्लैगर्ट. वो क्लैगर्ट को मारता है. And he didn't intend it, but Claggart dies. This blow results in the death of Claggart. So we have a death in the novella. So Claggart dies, and कैसे मरता है Claggart? He dies because Billy Budd hit him. Okay? Now what happens? Now comes the conclusion of the novella. That captain has witnessed all this, that Billy is responsible for the death. So Captain Vere is called in a court. And what is the name of the court? The name of the court is Drumhead Court. Okay, so Captain Vere is called there, and he testifies that he was witness to the event. And Billy Budd asks the jury that they must at least consider that he didn't intend to kill Claggart, and that happened. It happened suddenly, okay? He didn't intend to kill him. So, and Captain Vere also supports him. He says that though he killed Claggart, and I know I was a witness there, but he didn't intend to kill him, okay? And Captain Vere says that, he proclaims that, there is maritime law, and this clearly states that any blow delivered to an officer during wartime is a capital crime, and rule of law must be followed. He says that rule of law must be followed, and this is capital crime. Billy is not completely responsible for it, and he didn't intend to kill Claggart. But, firstly, jury intends to be a bit lenient, but ultimately, कंक्लूजन क्या होता है नॉवल का, दैट बिली इज सेंटेंस्ड टू डेथ बाय हैंगिंग. बिली, the main hero of the novel, the sailor of the novel, finally dies at the end of the novel. And in the conclusion, you should know that his last lines are, God bless Captain Weir. So this was about the novel Billy Budd, which is the last novel of Herman Melville. And all these were characters in the novel, these major characters basically. And you should know that all this is happening in Ballypotent. This is important point, that this is the warship in the novel Billy Budd. So this was all about Billy Budd, who was the sailor in the ship Ballypotent.